Alright, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Meows, and welcome to the first ever card review. Give me a second. For the first card review for Hearthstone, the Witchwood. It is the latest expansion that will be coming to Hearthstone. I do play it on my free time, and it's a lot of fun. I rage really hard, but I also enjoy playing it. And I really love this game, and I'm really happy that they decided to, incorporate, Witchwoodness, because it's all like, I don't know Hearthstone lore, World Warcraft lore. Fuck off with that shit. I'm not about it. Go fuck yourself. They released 6 cards in the trailer, which you can watch down in the description. All credit goes to Blizzard and Ben Brode. Lord bless him. So let's get started. First card we have up is the Baku the Moon Eater. It is a 9 mana 7/8, and it has a new feature added to the game for just 2 of the legendaries. This is also a beast, so Hunter, we're calling. At the start of the game, if your deck has only odd cost cards, so you can only have cards that either cost 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 mana in your deck, or 11 or some shit like that, or like Molten Giant before. Oh no, because Molten Giant. Fuck. All right, never mind. Forget what I said about Molten Giant. That's getting changed back to an even card. It upgrades your hero power. So basically, does a just a card true heart, like, boom, for right at the start of the game. So for mage that would be like 2 mana deal 2 damage, or for priest 2 mana heal for 4, or warlock gain 4 armor, or warlock draw card, stuff like that, all that kind of shit. I think this is a okay card. It has the beast tag, so it's got some synergies. If you actually put this in a priest deck, like for wild, maybe standard, probably not standard actually, but if you were in like wild, pair this with Raza in your deck. So you can only do this if you're priest. So if you pair this with Raza, it's actually really good because you get an upgraded hero power, and you get the upgraded hero power. But you can't have just a card True Heart because it already does it here, and I'll get onto that at the next card. But if I was gonna give this like a first view rating based on how Hearthstone is now, sorry, I would have to give this like a 2.5 star. It's not great, but it will work in some cases. Gen Greymane, which is the opposite of that, which is a 6 mana 6/5, not a beast, but it is a worgen. Doesn't have a tag. At the start of the game, if your deck only has even cost cards, then your starting hero power costs 1. So it basically does a Raza. Now this, if you paired it with Justicar, because Justicar is 6 mana, you could have the same effect. But as both the neutral cards in Wild, you could do this combo with any class you wanted. So I technically think this is a better card. It's also better stat. It has a better stat, level. And there are a lot. In my case, there's more even cards than odd cards, but that's just because there's a 0 mana cards. So you could do this in Rogue and not get absolutely screwed. Sorry, I've been a little coffee all day. Ooh, coffee, that sounds good right now. Oof. Oof. Okay. But I definitely think this is a better card than the Baka. But yeah, I definitely think this is better than Baku the Moon Eater because it's just so, it has about more synergies. Well, not synergy. You know what? Better card. Has 3.5 stars from me. That's my official rating. Right, next we have the Pumpkin Peasant. It's a 3 mana 2/4 common card, and it has lifesteal, but it has a new effect included into. It's another one of the new effects that they're adding with this expansion, where every turn that this is in your hand, it swaps the attack and health it has. So the next turn, the turn after this, it will become a 4/2, and then every turn it's in your hand, it'll keep changing and going. And here we go, Pumpkin Peasant upgrade, or like the swapping of the stats. So it turns into a worgen, and it swaps it, and then next turn it'll go back to the 2/4 Pumpkin Peasant. I really like this kind of card because in some situations you need a 4/2, in some situations you need a 2/4. And in this case, you get, you know, a chance to include both of those. So I think this is a really versatile style of card, and I hope to add a lot more of them. I would give this a solid 4. I don't care what people think. This is going to be a good card in Arena for sure. Constructed, maybe, but overall, it's a good card in my opinion. Militia Commander, a 4-mana 2/5 warrior card, the only class card that we're showing today. It is a rare, and it has Rush, a new keyword involved in this expansion. Charge Double Sword. It has charge, but it can't attack heroes that turn. So basically, it's charge, but just for the minions. And it has the battle cry of gaining 3 attacks. So it's basically a 4-mana 5/5 against minions, but a 4-mana 2/5 after that. So it's really powerful if you need to clear something off of the board that's like really powerful, has a lot of health. Very good for clearing out Yetis, because those are a powerhouse, or at least they were back in the day. Blah blah blah, old school. I give this a solid 4 stars again, because this is going to be a bitchin' card in Arena. I don't care what anybody says. Actually, this could be a good card in Constructed, because yeah, I could see this being a good card in Constructed, definitely. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna move on. Phantom Militia. Oh my god, this card is cool. 3-mana 2/4 neutral rare. 3-mana 2/4 neutral rare. It has Taunt and it has Echo. Sorry, couldn't help myself. It's basically like what Unstable Evolution does, but it's not a spell. But it returns itself to its hand after you cast it. Basically that. If you play this, it gets added back to your hand, and then you can play it again and again until you either run out of mana, or, you know, stuff like that. So if you had 9 mana, theoretically, you could play this 3 times. So if you're like, if you just drew this, and you need, you know, card draw, or not, you don't. If you need card draw, if you need minion presence on the board, and your opponent's got like 3 minions, and you just pull this, then you can just go boom, 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 and you'll be defended really well, because you have 4 health, and you have taunt. I really, really, really like this card, especially in Arena. This is a really, really, really powerful Arena card. Sorry. But, like, just imagine this in Arena. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But, oof. This could be a good card in both Constructed and Arena. I give this 5 stars. Fuck all y'all that disagree with me. This is a 5-star card. Case closed. And next card. Last card introduced. It is a legendary. It's the last legendary they introduced today. They technically introduced a new one, which looks like a shaman hero, but they didn't give like a full frontal card of it. Azalina's Soul Thief. 7 mana, 3/3 legendary. So horrible stats. Do not play this for stats. It's gonna fuck up evolution cards heavily. But the battle cry is to replace your hand with a copy of your opponent's. So basically, it's just showing an X-ray of your opponent's hand, but you can play your own. So if your opponent has like a combo ready, like, oh my god, mage. Like if your mage finishes their quest, right? Imagine playing the, oh my god, if you played this as a rogue.
You put this as a rogue, tap your coin, have the counterfeit coin, or have 2 counterfeit coins or whatever, or do 2 innovates, boom, boom, play this bitch, do fucking coin, take extra turn, then fucking OTK that bitch.
Oh my god. That's a really best case scenario in my opinion though. This is an interesting card, to say the least. Do not run this in Arena. This is a strictly constructed card, 100%. I don't see this ever being played in Arena unless you're like trying to do a troll Arena deck. Which no one is, because no one wants to do that shit with their 150 gold or their $2. It's an interesting card design. I'm not gonna lie. There could be decks built around it in Constructed. I don't know how you'd build the deck around with this in Constructed, because it's just a really interesting type of card to play. Especially since you don't know what's going to be in your opponent's hand, so you could copy their hand and it would be complete crap. Or copy their hand, it would be absolutely amazing. But either way, you don't know what's going on in their hand. So there's a really big chance that you're not going to get a good card poll choice when you copy their hand. So this is very situational. I give this like 2 stars, honestly. It's not great, but it's definitely a card. It's a card you can play. My hair is very pixelated and I hate it. But yeah, that's basically all of the cards that we're here to show. I don't know when they're releasing anymore, but when they do, I will talk about them once there's maybe like 20 or like 15, 20 new cards to show. I'll start, talking about them and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to be notificationed. Make sure to hit the bell to be told when I upload a new video, and told when I upload a new prop hunt, or something else I've collabed, or maybe a personal game. I haven't done a game by myself in a while. I should do that actually. Well, anyways, have a good time. Have a nice life. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.